If you knock out Matt,
I'll give you the finger. Driving to New York, one last quick tournament at School of Cards. So, quick 4-hour drive, about an hour and a half in, stopping for food. Wendy's had like a whole bus of people. I'm just gonna wait until a different stop. Alright, I'm somewhere in New Jersey. I have no idea where exactly. Making much better time now. Should only be a little more than an hour from here. View outside my parking garage. Gonna look great. Yeah, that's it. School of Cards compound. Eddie here, not shocking. Eddie. Just finished arranging all these chips for the tournament. Pain in the ass.
Matt's vlogging, I'm showing it. Those of you who aren't from New York City, this is what we know. This is what we call street meat. Let me tell you a quick story. So, friend, I'll call you back, okay? So
important stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, you're gonna learn stuff. So this is called street meat. In New York City, there's a lot of places that have this. It's basically lamb, or it's the street meat's the slang. Street meat is a slang term. It's called like halal or halal carts. And you get some lamb here, you get some rice, you get some fries, you get some white sauce, hot sauce. Now, when I first started in this office, one of the issues was there was no place to eat, so I would eat this every single night because there's nothing around here. And the guy would charge everybody else $5 and me $7. So I walked up to him one day, I was like, listen dude, like A, you gotta stop charging me fucking $7 and everybody else $5, and B, you gotta start calling me brother because you're calling everybody else brother. So he's like, all right, brother, for you, $5. But I stopped after losing weight. I stopped it. So now that I'm leaving New York City, I had to have one more street meat before I go. There you go, poker vlog.
That was touching. Yeah, there's a lot of poker in that story.
Oh, I'm on the vlog? Ah, famous bitch. No, I just can't wait to.
Don't put this in your mouth. It's gonna kill you.
Beyond tells. And they get to play 25-50 when they want to play. Clubs get it. Oh, you could do that. You ever do dual hands? It's like the Video Mic Pro. You stepped up your game.
It's the go. I've had problems with it outside a couple of times. And the whole point of it is that it does better outside, right?
How do you like my glasses vlog? I got these anti-glare special glasses with prescription. Uh-oh. Welcome to Chelsea. Right now, you should keep it rolling.
If only you could transfer smells through the video.
Oh god. We are a very diverse area of New York City. We have the famous Score Strip Club to the right, and we have a gay bar to the left. Anything you want, our block.
Everything you need.
Anything you need is on this street, including poker. Gotta pay my last month of rent. You know how exciting that is? It's gonna be gone.
I don't know what that's like. I'm gonna be paying two rents while I'm in Vegas. So.
Oh yeah, you are, right?
Yeah, basically. Rise and shine. Just walking over to the office from Blake's place. Woke up later than I meant to, so kind of running over. Let's go win a tournament.
This should go till, 10, 11, 12 at night if you make it. The bounty, what should be the bounty on me? If you knock me out, I'll give you 3 hours of private lessons, which I don't do anymore, which is valued at right now $3,000. If you knock out Matt,
I'll give you the finger.
If you knock out Matt, you get all of our products online, which you can sell if you want for value. So that's like that's 5K in value. So if you knock out Matt.
Why is my bounty higher? Damn it! How am I gonna win this tournament?
The final table will be live streamed on PokerCentral.com. No.
Live from New York City.
It's Saturday night. Oh wait.
Yeah, wait.
Big pot developing.
Yeah.
School of Cards. Classic.
Nice.
Ship that.
All yours.
Ship the
Was that like a
Sherbert to
30K
Herbert.
pot?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was a big fun.
Chip leader of the tournament, right here.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually spend that long in this tournament. I busted out pretty quickly. I actually spent most of my time pretty much being the tournament director, which was probably a better use of my time than actually playing the tournament, frankly. But just want to go over a couple of the hands while I was in the tournament. In this hand, there's a raise in early position, a caller in middle position. I call on the button with 7-5 of hearts, and the big blind calls. The flop comes 10-10 deuce with 2 hearts. It checks to middle position, who bets. He bets 1,500. I decided to just call. I'm planning to, either make a hand or try to take it away on a later street. It ends up folding around, and we go heads up to the turn. The turn is the queen of clubs, and he now bets 3,000. I decide to make it 7,000 because I think most of the time he's gonna, also have a draw or also have just like a pocket pair, some kind of pure air hand that he's just betting. I had seen him get to showdown with some kind of weird hands. That he wasn't really betting for value and that didn't really make sense as a bluff, so I figured just raising small would get a lot of that stuff out. But he ended up calling, so we go heads up to the river now. The river is the 9 of spades and he checks. I think you could go either way with this. I decided to bet the same amount that I bet on the turn, 7,000, because I figured when he calls pretty quickly, he called very fast on the turn. I thought it was likely he actually had a draw as well, and this would be a good way to get him to fold those hands. Or he could have just been holding on with some kind of pocket pair, and I think he's going to fold the river if he gets there. But instead, he check min raised to 14,000. So obviously at this point, I just have to let it go. That hand knocked me down to about 12,000, which is around half of starting stack. I was up above starting stack before that hand, and then down to about half starting stack after that hand. In this next hand, there is a raise to 1,000 from middle position. There's a call in the hijack, and I overcall with queen jack of hearts in the cutoff. The flop is jack 9-7 with 2 clubs, so I flop top pair and a backdoor flush draw. The original raiser C bets. He makes it 1,200, which is a little bit small compared to what he's been doing. The hijack folds, and I decide to call. The turn is the 4 of diamonds, and he now bets 3,000, I still have one of the better hands that I could have in this spot to call with, so I just call. The river is the 6 of clubs, and he instantly shoves all in for about 7,900. Now, based on how this player had been playing up to this point, I felt like he was very capable of bluff shoving here. I found it very weird that he instantly shoved. I didn't think that he would bet ace jack when the scare card comes in. I didn't think he would bet 2 pair or a set like this when the scare card came in. And I wasn't even positive that he could do this with a flush if he managed to get there. So I started weighting him pretty heavily towards just bluffs and like maybe some sets and stuff that he decided to just shove because he doesn't want to face a bet. In the end, I just decided to call because there was so much out there and because I couldn't confidently put him on a value hand. And I thought he was definitely capable of bluffing. So I called and he turned over 9-7 offsuit. So all my reads were wrong. Well, maybe not all my reads. My read about him not shoving 2 pair was wrong. I think it's still a valid thought process, but it's tough when you're playing a pretty fast-paced tournament and you kind of have to go with these reads that aren't super slam dunk. And the fact that he was opening 9-7 offsuit also for middle position should show kind of the quality of hands that he was willing to, take to later streets, I guess. So that hand left me with just about like 1,000 or something like that. And so the next few hands are just all-in situations, but we can run through them quickly. So there's a raise to 1,200 from middle position, who is the player who I just lost most of my stack to. He makes it 1,200. I call all in for 800. I have pocket tens, so I call all in. There's one caller in the small blind, and we go 3 ways to the flop. I'm already all in, so I get no more betting action. I get probably what I would consider to be one of the best flops I could possibly get. It's 7-7-3 rainbow, but I have a little bit of a sweat here when the small blind open shoves. He open shoves for about 13,000. Middle position original opener actually starts thinking about it, like he goes in the tank. He's thinking, and I'm suddenly worried that he's got something like jacks and the other guy, I don't know, maybe he has a smaller pocket pair, but he could also have something better. So eventually he calls and I'm like, well, I'm probably like almost drawing dead, right? But they both turn over 3-2 suited. So there's only 2 cards in the deck for both of them to knock me out. And I actually don't know what would have happened if they knocked me out, because would they have split the bounty? Would they have both gotten the bounty? I don't know. But I guess this hand just goes to show you what happens when you have a bounty on you that is worth more than the first place prize. I don't want to play any more tournaments like that in the future. So anyway, the board runs out clean. Miraculously, I hold with 40 plus cards in the deck in my favor. And I live to play another hand. It's about an orbit or so later. I open shove ace-10 offsuit in early position for about 2,300. Same blind level. The same player who open shoved 3 deuce suited on the 7-7-3 board now reships. It's about 7,000 for him. It folds around to the big blind, Ben, who is the same player who has almost knocked me out twice now. And he snap calls with pocket kings. The other player shows queen 2 of spades, and I mean, it's not really a great situation for me, but I'm not feeling that bad given that I could have easily been drawing almost dead in this spot. The board runs out queen 9-4, 7, ace. So the ace on the river saves me once again, and I am still alive. It's just a few hands later till my next all in. There's a raise to 1,500. There's 2 calls, and I have ace-3 suited on the button. I just felt like this was too good of a spot to pass up. I think there's a lot of dead money. A couple of the players who are in are players I don't expect to get action from when I shove. One of them I definitely will, but it's Ben, and again, I think I am well ahead of his opening range when I have any ace, particularly suited. So I shove for about 7,000, and Jose, who is sitting immediately on my left, who has introduced himself and watches the vlog, has commented on a number of videos. He goes all in over the top, and it's about 25,000 total, something like that, maybe 20,000, and it folds around. I'm pretty worried at this point. I know that my hand can't really be good. It's definitely not a head. I'm pretty much just hoping for a pocket pair smaller than aces, or like king queen suited is pretty much the best case scenario. I thought it was pretty likely he had something like ace king or ace queen, but he does turn over pocket nines, and I have a decent chance to stay alive. But my luck finally runs out. He holds on for the knockout and the bounty, and I am thrown into my role as tournament director out of the tournament. Quick shout out to everybody who came up and said hi during the tournament. I know this was kind of the right mix of people to be likely to know kind of about the vlog, just because they know School of Cards stuff and, you know, they're already poker players. But just want to say thanks to everybody. I felt honestly like a celebrity walking in there and saying hi to everyone. So that was a really cool experience, and not something I really expected at all. I got selfies with a couple people. That was really fun. At the end, I ended up walking around just kind of saying hi to, you know, everyone who was sort of on the final table, but there were, you know, a few people who didn't make the final table who also said hi. I know I'm gonna forget names, but I know Julian came up and said hi. There were at least 2 or 3 others, so I apologize that I either didn't catch your names or forgot. But it was great meeting all of you.
I know, like 2 a.m. is my sweet spot.
Yeah, well,
If I go past 4, but if I go past 6 hours, I'll win and then I'll just put it.
Posted the tournament. Gonna get some food now. We are on a 1-hour dinner break. It's about 5 p.m. Cards back in the air at 6. Let's go. Show the deuce of clubs. Show the deuce of clubs. This is how you win tournaments, right, Blake? Down to the final table.
Clearly, after that play, I need coaching.
Yeah. We're going to spend a lot of hours. We're going to spend 3 hours on that play.
Bullshit, I only came here to bust you out.
I'm gonna just walk around. This is gonna be for the vlog. This is Ben. He just what? Technically second place in our School of Cards Classic tournament. Awesome job.
Yeah, thank you.
And yeah, I was the tournament director for most of the time.
Great tournament director. I almost busted him twice.
Yeah, that's true.
Coming in.
Oh, hey, that's Brian, member of Beyond Tells and Cash Game Fix. I forget your name.
How you doing, man? I'm Rob.
Rob.
How you doing, man?
This is Rob. Met him today. Are you a member of any of Blake's courses? 3 of them. All of them. The trifecta.
All of the above.
That's Jose.
3 of them.
Oh god, this is
By
good.
now.
I need a fucking wider shot here. There we go. Hey! And then that's Barry, and I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Heather. And oh no, it's so bad. Amir, that's right. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Come on, subscribe to your channel.
He's really smart.
And that's it. Alright, leaving the school cards compound for the last time. Alright, see you, Eddie.